good. Everything's good. Just. All right. Good morning. Fight fearless. All right. So in this video this morning, we're getting started early, and really trying to get this going. 8 a.m., 8 p.m. 8 a.m. is activation, so it's time to activate our DNA. And let me explain that. Hopefully you can hear me, but activate your DNA. So we're just going to go through this meditation. Let's go ahead and do it pretty quickly. I just want to try to adjust for YouTube because the screen is a little bit bigger. But activate your DNA. So let's jump right into it. Activating your DNA. What am I saying by this? I'm saying activate your DNA. In the sense of, what is your DNA? Your DNA is your coding. It's your blueprint to the reality around you, right? It's your way of hacking your life. Once understood how to use your breath, your conscious mind, your meditation throughout the day, your focused attention, again, just a practice. It's just something that you have a tool when you are able to focus your mind in a particular way for whatever purpose or that may be. But most often it's really just love and creation. So you can't go wrong with your intent when your intention is in loving state, whether it's a loving state for yourself or for someone else. Most often it's going to create a situation that either you're going to learn the lesson that you need to learn in order to love better, or you're going to continue to make that mistake, which is just, again, internal tension, intention. So we're going to change that. We're going to change our intention and do a meditation, so that way we can achieve a higher, faster, an ability to achieve the things that we want, which are already happening. So just breathe and be happy, because all that you wish is happening, and it's happening in an even faster rate right now in time and space and all that. So congratulations. We are in a great place right now. Let's activate our DNA through our breath and our breath work. There's a number of different breath works that we can do. Let's start there. So there's a number of different breath works that we can do in terms of activation. So that's the video of today. Activate your DNA. Your DNA. Our DNA is supposed to be 12 strands, if you didn't already know this, but it's 2 strands. Technically it's 2 and 4, 8, and I believe 12, or how does that work? Anyway, you double with a binary sequence. You double. There's a couple different meditations, but let's just think about clear and precise, focusing our mind to expand, to replicate our DNA. So we have a faster, more, how should I say this? Just a higher frequency. So a higher frequency, in a state of love, things just happen, right? In that honeymoon state. So let's get to it through our breathing, through our breath work, through our awareness. Just think about this during the day. Think about this during the day. Just imagine every cell in your body, right? Every little particle in your body floating, blood cell that goes through your heart, going back out to the rest of your body, carrying oxygen, fresh oxygen as you breathe. So you inhale, and when you inhale, you're bringing in your intention. You're bringing in your state of mind. So through that simple awareness right there, we're going to activate our DNA so that we are functioning at a more upgraded level, at a higher level. We are functioning better, and so therefore things are happening in the way that we wish them to be, in a more loving state. So as we vibrate higher, at a loving state, we attract at a loving state. Yeah. Sometimes we need to get through those hard times in order to experience the good times, because there's always a polarity and balance, and we know that with just the way things are in the universe. There's always balance. So for those high extremes of change, it may take something extraordinary to happen in your life. All right, so let's go ahead and welcome in the miracles. Let's welcome in the miracles of our life, whatever that might be. You can focus it. You already know what it is. So the best thing for me to do is really just to teach you how to get there faster, and that's through breath work. That's through breathing, conscious internal tension, intention. And when you do this breathing, you inhale and you smile. The space between when you're inhaling fully, you're taking in through that inhale, then you're holding at that holding state, and that inhale, the holding state, there's an expansion happening, right? There's a physical thing that's happening. My body, my blood cells, everything's expanding with this new intention. So activate our DNA. So what we're going to do is we're activating the dormant possibilities, the dormant psychic functions of our body, because we have our mental body, we have our emotional body, we have our breath body, the inhale, the exhale, and we have our physical body, however many I said, but there's literally 7 bodies. We have 7 different aspects of ourself in terms of spiritual, mental, and physical. Energy happens when we breathe. So inhale, hold the inhale, and in that space between the inhale, we're going to meditate. We're going to smile, and with the smile, this elevates our frequency. Okay, and that's just the base feeling. When we have that feeling, we can then tie it and attach it to an affirmation, a word, a processing, a coding with our mind, right? With our intention, internal processing, thinking positively versus negatively. Thinking positively is an active building, a building of the coding of your DNA. So inhale, again, let's keep bringing that inhale in. To inhale, we're activating. As we exhale, we're releasing, relaxing, restoring, and coming back to a state of stillness, a still point. So we're going to inhale to take in this new intention of activating our DNA. So simply just activating the DNA means that you are going to now experience more of that which you are ready to experience. Crazy. Like, what are you saying? Okay, so you've got all these things that you want and wish, right, at your door. You send it out to old Saint Nick, and you say, old Saint Nick, at the end of the year, I've been a good boy, a good girl. At the end of the year, the universe should provide me with these things. So if you're a good boy, if you're a good girl, at the end of the year, old Saint Nick's gonna come and bring you all the gifts that you want, and because you're in that honeymoon state where it's the holiday season, we have time off from work, we're gonna get gifts from other people, or maybe we're giving gifts, or right. So there's either a lackful state or a loving state. So we're gonna activate our DNA by this loving state by smiling. So we inhale, let's inhale again. When you get used to using your diaphragms when you breathe, your pelvic diaphragm, your thoracic diaphragm, and your cervical diaphragm, the more you get used to using them, the more you're going to train these internal muscles to fluidly move the cerebral spinal fluid up your spine from your internal organs to your body. So this above-below connection is just going to get faster and faster, so that we're seeing more blessings in our life, and we're able to process them and bring them in. And use them, use the prosperity, use that peaceful state in a more productive, positive way. So we're inhaling. Let's get an inhale again. I'm always noticing I'm squeezing the tip of my nose. It's a great one to get more oxygen in, and then that oxygen again is fuel to the DNA, the coding of your DNA, right? So okay, back to the DNA. What is the DNA? We all know what DNA is. It's like the spiraling helix, I believe the word is, vortex, whatever you want to call it, but these two strands, right? Which within that strand there's connection, there's a communication, there's like a ones and twos, zeros, ones and twos coding that tells our body to process our muscles in a particular way, or eye cells in a way, health in a certain way. So and this moment, when you're waking up today, there's something that you want to change. There's something that you want to get your six-pack going. There's someone that there's maybe just little things, okay, that you can implement into your life today. Just notice those blessings and those changes, and be willing to change. Be willing to take your old DNA and manifest new coding, right? So a new coding. Now, the interesting thing about our DNA is that we used to have, or we have the potential to have more strands of DNA within our coding, within our DNA. What does that mean? What does that do? Well, I always think about with Fight Fearless, I think about, well, once someone is over the issue, right? You've healed from your trauma, your issue. Now you want to strengthen yourself spiritually, mentally, physically. We start that by our breath and our conscious awareness of who we are, right? Who I am, my root chakra. Who am I? I am rich, I am wealthy, I am healthy. All of these things. Yes, you are rich, you are wealthy, you are healthy. But if there's something that you would like to change within this coding, whether it's like a disease, genetic, or just a lax state, mental state, we want to have a more prosperous mental state to help our family, and we're not sure why we're not receiving that prosperity that we deserve, because we're not letting it in. And if we let it in, we just simply smile, breathe. There's nothing left to do but stay in that state of focus. So we're going to stay in that state of mind, peace, and what we want to achieve. We're going to make that image in our mind. Hold that image real quickly of who you want to be within a week. Who do you want to be next week? Who do you want to be next month? Once you have that image in mind, that's when we start the breath work, because you can breathe in a state of being of who you wish to be, and that is going to change your DNA. It's going to activate your DNA towards the state of being that you wish to be in. Long story short, let's just breathe and keep our mind on the state of which we wish to be, and our DNA is going to start unraveling and reproducing our DNA in that state of health of which we wish to be. Okay, so it's physically, literally changing in the moment, right now, as we do this breath work. So let's go ahead and get to it. We're going to inhale, we're going to hold, we're going to smile, and simply smiling is raising your frequency. That's it. If you'd like to do more work, you affirm through affirmations. So you can start to talk to yourself in your head. You say, I am seeing, I'm feeling, I'm doing this on a daily basis. Okay, and we're going to start out with just something simple, a simple activation of our DNA. Okay, I see my DNA replicating at a faster, healthier rate. I see my DNA replicating to 4 strands, to 6 strands, to 8 strands, to 12 strands of DNA. When I see these strands, these 2 strands, I then see it to 4 strands, and starting to impact with strength, with life force, with Jedi mind powers, spiritual powers. Think about all the superheroes that we're seeing right now. This is an ability for you to change your body and spirit to magnificent superhero status, or to maintain a lackful, diseased, oh no, potential of cancer, oh no, potential of diabetes, all of these potentials that don't truly exist until we attach to it and start encoding our DNA towards that. But if we encode our DNA towards the strength, the power, the infinite potential of one single cell in your body, going around and replicating the intention of God within your soul, within your spirit, within every part of you, you're going to be more energetic, more focused. People are going to see and look at you with a different, whoa, what's that person doing? What's that guy up to? What's that girl up to? Things are going to change for you with your breath. So let's start out again. Inhale through the nose. While you're inhaling, you're thinking about what it is you wish to smile about. So you're smiling with the inhale, and that's bringing you up in the state of, okay, what's new in the horizon of smiling nature. When I'm smiling, good things are going to happen. When I'm angry, bad things are going to happen. When I'm sad, sad things are going to happen. So for me to tune myself into that higher frequency, I'm going to smile. When I inhale, we're bringing in that new intention with the smile into our heart, and we're smiling. That smile, whichever status of smile you're at, because you may be at a lower status of smile, you don't smile too much, you don't practice your smile, and your smile doesn't deliver the things that you want to because you don't practice it. So if you practice smiling, you're going to receive more smiling nature. And so that's the law of attraction, right? So we smile first in the mirror, and then changes, and then we see in the mirror that smiling person. So I'm seeing myself rich, wealthy, healthy, affluent, influential, in a state of peace, in a state of prosperity, regardless of others' health, warning signals. They're trying to change my frequency, not trying to, they just are who they are. And so that's the thing about your life, is if you would like to be better, activating your DNA, you simply smile to your DNA, simply smile and know that you have 4 strands, 5 strands, 6 strands of DNA versus others having 2. They may only have 2, so you have to smile and help activate their DNA, their internal powers, by smiling through that peace, keeping that steady, content frequency at a higher level first with my inhale. Every inhale is an opportunity to smile, bring in a sense of peace, a sense of strength with that oxygen. If I'm taking in twice as much oxygen as you are, that means my heart has twice as much power and radiancy as you do, or as anyone who's not consciously breathing. So you again inhale and you smile. You imagine your DNA, your coding, your blueprint changing with this smile. Slowly but surely, we're inhaling and we're smiling, and we're thinking about all the positive things that are going to happen today because of smiling. Miracles, they may seem like miracles, but it's just you changing your frequency and aligning with all those freaking awesome blessings, miracles, things that other people are like, how are you so blessed? You kind of have to keep it to yourself, because you know if you text it to other people, you're almost gonna kind of like not necessarily waste the energy, but you are, in the sense of trying to connect someone on a lower frequency and be like, hey, we're all walking around each other, but this person's up here and flying today, just loving life. And then talk to somebody, oh, how you doing? You kind of want to sympathize to them, and by sympathizing them, you lower yourself down to their conversation, which doesn't even exist. Today's a brand new day. So let's inhale, smile. Think about your DNA again, your coding. This is the most important thing for your life and your change, is to think about your coding. What am I coding in today? What am I adjusting on the computer today? What am I posting today? What am I deleting today? Right? So we're activating our DNA. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna jump off within 5 minutes here, trying to keep it at a 30-minute max. But this is Fight Fearless. So we're learning to be superheroes again, and my my goal for myself, if it just talking out, is to affirm my ability to be the superhero and your ability to be the superhero too. So inhale, smile. You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but it will make your nose look a little more pointed, and you don't have to go get surgery. You can just simply just squeeze your nose little by little. We're gonna inhale and smile. At the top of the breath, you're expanding this intention, so your smile is replicating at a higher rate. Your DNA is now having the ability, has the open door for you to create more. What is that more now? Higher frequency from your phones. I got 3 phones all radiating different electromagnetic energy out into the universe right now. So I'm gonna smile and I'm gonna start saying positive things to manifest more and more. I got 4 people over here, 3 people over there, 2 people over here. So I love that you guys are tuning in and staying with me. Continue to breathe today. Inhale, hold it, and smile. That's it. You smile and your DNA, again, think about those strands. Think about any way to think about your blood cells replicating at a higher frequency for you to connect to this higher potential. And then think about where we are able to go. If our DNA is at 2 strands right now, and we're going through a timeline shift, and within this next couple weeks, couple months, couple years, we're going to have a huge timeline reality shift for some of those who are aware of it. And if you're aware of it and you're actively breathing with your smile and intending your DNA to be with more strands, you're opening this potential superhero you. And I know all of the people who are looking on and posting on here, and I know that you guys are superheroes if you've been listening to me over the past 3 years since COVID started, since these pandemics and things which continue to happen. You just simply smile, because you know that you are at a higher frequency, and just that little bit of a shift goes a long way. Whether it's pulling someone up incrementally and you got to go kind of come back down to their level just so that they can kind of get to you, that's cool too. You're a warrior of peace and light, and just create out of that loving state today, guys. Much respect. My name is Nico. This is Fight Fearless, Strength, Friendship. Much respect. I will see you guys soon. I have an announcement for you, which is my other channel, New Life CNT, Self-Massage Secrets. This is more for nighttime cool downs. So I'm gonna have a yoga class online. Just type in yes, I'm down, say give me a high five, give me a thumbs up, give me a yes. I'm right there. If you are interested in taking a yoga class online and being a part of my yoga group, if that is something that you're interested in, again, type, clap, wave, just give me a sign that you watch the video and you're interested in doing a yin yoga class. Basically, I'll shut up and basically explain certain meditations and things. We'll do stretches and different poses and positions, get you ready for bed essentially at night. So if you're interested in that yin yoga class and you'd like to take a class online with me, it'll be a closed group, but I am opening that up in the next weeks or so for a nighttime class, 8 p.m. at night. I will be jumping on in the mornings a couple times just to grab some people, but talking more about activation of your DNA, different processes, wealth creation, and abundance mindsets, and just so much cool stuff. Really just aligning with that. I'm gonna do it for me, whether anyone does it or not. I'm gonna do it for me because I noticed the big change that happened to me, and then I kind of freaked out and things started going good. You're like, oh shit, am I doing something wrong or am I doing something right? So if you want more good things coming to you, don't worry, it's happening. and be open and trusting to the change that is all for your betterment and your power. Again, Nico signing off. Strength, friendship, much respect to you guys. We'll talk soon. Finish there.